Here are the top 10 differences between the poor and the rich, brought to us by Robert Kiyosaki. Some of you might not be knowing who Robert Kiyosaki is, so I'll give you a little introduction about Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Toru Kiyosaki is an American businessman and an author. Kiyosaki is the founder of the Rich Dad Company, a private financial education company that provides personal finance and business education to the people through books and videos. Rich Dad Poor Dad is a true story based upon the two dads. His real dad, who is poor, is the head of the education in the state of Hawaii, held a PhD degree, a very smart man. His rich dad was his best friend's father, who was dropped out of school at the age of 13 but ultimately became one of the richest men in the state of Hawaii. So the story is what a highly paid government official who is a PhD taught him as compared to the contrast rich dad who was dropped out of school. So here are the top 10 differences of viewpoints they have and ultimately how they teach their children. The poor dad says, "Son, our house is an asset, our largest investment." Rich dad would say, "Well, if that is an asset and an investment for you, you're really in big trouble. The house you live in is a liability if you live in there, because it is not giving you money, but instead it is taking away from you. So it is not an asset. An asset is what brings money to your pocket." Number 2. When Robert asked his poor dad for something like, "Let's buy this, let's buy that," poor dad would say, "No, I can't afford it." But instead, his dad would say, "Okay son, how can I afford it?" Words become a reality. If you think you can't afford it, you'll never be able to afford it. But if you think, "How will I afford it?" then it becomes a possibility. You will find a way to do it. Number 3. Poor dad would say, "Go to school, get a good grade, get a safe, secured, high-paying job and work hard." But rich dad would say, well, that is not a bad idea if you want to work throughout your life. But if you want to get rich, you have to learn how to have money work for you so that you don't have to work for it. Number 4. Poor dad would say, "Apply for jobs, look for high-paying jobs, be a hardworking and a sincere employee." Rich dad would say, "Learn how to buy companies. Do not be a poor guy applying for the jobs." Number 5. Poor dad would say, "I'm not interested in money. Money is not important to me." Rich dad will say, "Money is power and respect." Number 6. Readers are readers, it makes you smarter. Rich dad would say, "I don't read much. I can read numbers. I can read financial statements. I have financial literacy. My bank never asked me for report card. They asked me for financial statement." Number 7. Poor dad would say, "Be smart, become doctors, attorney, lawyer, accountant, be a specialist." Rich dad would say, "Surround yourself with smart people. Hire them to make you more money." Number 8. Poor dad would say, "Job security is the priority after school." Rich dad would say, "Be financially secure. You don't need a job. You don't need to work." Number 9. Poor dad would say, "Money is the root of all evil," while rich dad says, "The lack of money is the root of all evil." Number 10. If you want more videos like this, subscribe and hit the bell icon.